Hello, 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 my soul tribe. I have been so worked up today because I've gotten all of these emails and even a message from a friend just basically saying that what I do is satanic or evil. Um, and some of them try to say it in a nice way, like, oh, hey, by the way, they'll send me some article or some picture. Not even an article, Mandy. She's like really into these cards right now. Not even an article. Like it's a picture with a meme posted over it. Are you worked up over the energy too? Okay. She's feeling my energy. That's okay. Can you help me assign the card frequency? We're here to talk about, is tarot evil? I get a lot of questions about this. Do you think that she would be on it like that if they were so evil? Dogs recognize evil. Thank you for helping me teach in this video. This is a dog of love. Very often in my pre-shuffle, I'll be shuffling, and she is with me the whole time. I mean, look at this. What is that one? What is that one? Are we stuck in a box? Many times, people, these right here, these are not sentient conscious beings. You are. Anything can be made evil with evil intentions. Money can be the cause of great beauty and benefit to others, of love. But money can be made evil through its use. What is this? These cards, they are simply things with a frequency. Everything in this universe has a frequency. And it vibrates at it has a certain vibration level. A rock, a tree, you, a dog, a chicken, a worm, the dirt has frequency. This has frequency. When you see me do this, I'm assigning frequency to it. I'm assigning what I feel to already what this card means. Each card holds its own specific frequency. I'm simply adding my own to it. I'm making them personal. I'm making this deck personal to me. These cards, my darlings, cannot be evil if you use them with love. And they are not made to be evil. These cards hold exactly what you put into them, along with everything else in your life. I know. She's worked up too. So when I'm worked up in my energy, she's my psychic sponge, so she gets the remnants of that. I know. Let's calm down, yeah? Okay. I hold the beliefs of many different faiths. And I very much believe that we share one God. When I was raised Christian, and I mostly hold Christian beliefs. But I believe that our faith and we are meant to grow spiritually. I don't think that Jesus ever, in fact, I think that Jesus came to liberate us from being put into the dogma box of having to live in one and only one direction and in this box. He wanted us to grow. That is why we are here. This story of Cain and Abel is not about two actual beings. It is about the Muslims and the Christians, brothers under one father, brothers under one source, one God, who are fighting. Jealousy, envy. We all want the same. We all want love, and we all are made of love. The story of Cain and Abel in the Bible is very much telling the story of brothers going against each other now in religion. Brothers under one God. Brothers and sisters under one God. You are going to have to get on the couch because you're pushing the rug up. Okay? You're so enormous and you can't. I'm on the floor. I used to channel on the couch and now I'm on the floor. So I'm giving you the couch. She's like, okay, whatever. I'm sorry that I'm ranting a little bit right here. Getting back to tarot. For me, I have a very analytical mind. I ruminate constantly. I try to figure out the root of everything. And that's the way my mind works. If you've read my bio, you know I was in the military for 10 years. I was a signals intelligence analyst. My job was an analyst. And then I went into recruiting, corporate world, oil and gas, reading people. It all strangely brought me into what I am doing now. I see symbols and numbers and patterns in these cards that speak to my heart and my mind. I see the universe as mathematical. Everyone else doesn't have to see it that way. I'm not saying that that is the way everyone must see it. I'm saying that's how I see it. That's how I see God. That's how God talks to me. Are you okay with how God talks to me? And if not, why? The Bible was not sent here to tell you how to judge people, how to tell people how to live. Hey, listen, this is what it says. The Bible was sent here to tell you a basis for beginning your religion, your faith. That's only the beginning, my love. You are sent here to grow wider and ever more beautiful, eternally transforming. Are you transforming? For when you are in a box, when you are stagnant, that's when you'll see the towers crumbling down. These are not evil. Nothing in this world of matter is evil unless you assign it an evil intention. You must find your own way to talk to God. I have found mine, and I am okay with it. Truly okay with it. I am very happy in my faith, and I hope it continues to grow. I hope it continues to surprise me and blow my mind. These cards are a stepping stone in my path. They're hardly anything. They aren't my life. These aren't the only way I can see. I won't even see. Analyze. Understand my situation from a third-party perspective. Pull myself out of my emotions and this crazy monkey mind to see what they are trying to tell me in symbols and numbers and patterns. I try to share that with you. I'm not trying to tell your future. You have free will. I'm trying to tell you what energies are serving you, what's working for you based on the frequencies. When I ask a question of what's in your soul and a card pops out and I feel it buzz, I feel that. If that's how they choose to talk to me, why is that not okay with you? And you know who I'm talking to out there. Ask yourself, where are you so fragile in your faith that you must judge another's? I don't assign evil to these cards. I assign beauty. I assign love. I ask them to tell me where we can grow whole. We have a new opportunity now to step into love in this world. We have manifested in a global way a pull in, a time out, to think about these things. Now, this is going to bring up a lot of fear. Perhaps that's why people are on YouTube more and all of a sudden coming across my channel or something. But the death threats, please do not come at me with your Christian views and then threaten my life. Must stop. You know, generally I get about 4 or 5 emails a week that are telling me that I'm evil or satanic. But today I got 5 in a row. And then I had a personal friend actually come at me with something saying that what I was doing was satanic. I know that it's not. I know for a fact that it's not. I know in my heart what I am doing. My question to you would be, where are you lacking so much in your faith that you feel so defensive? I'm okay with where I am and what I believe. Are you? And if not, that's okay. But it's time to find the root of why not. Figure out where you are in your heart before you speak. And ask yourself the age-old 90s adage, WWJD, what would Jesus do? I want you guys to really meditate on the story for my Christians out there. Meditate on the story of Cain and Abel. I've been thinking about that a lot and what that means for our world right now. Not Cain and Abel as individual beings, but Cain and Abel as brothers who are fighting under one God. For many of us are, when there is a greater fight to be had, the one of love. And I think it's interesting that those are both brothers. This has nothing to do with men, but we are ending a masculine divinity cycle of patriarchy. It's time to step into love. Okay? It's time to truly, truly look with new eyes. Change your perspective. And before you call out the speck in your brother's eye, look at the log in your own. Okay? Okay, this was not meant to be long. I wasn't expecting to get on right now. I was just a little bit heartbroken. I put a lot of myself out there, and just being on YouTube alone is going to bring naysayers, but I have a right to defend myself. And when people come at me saying my faith is satanic or evil, I have a right to defend myself and my faith. I also want people to step out of ignorance and open their eyes. These only are evil if you assign them as such. Objects are not sentient conscious beings. You are. Whatever you assign positive emotion to or negative emotion to, it will be such. Money, the root of all evil. Yet philanthropists use them and change the world for the better way. Objects. These are not my faith. These are not my religion. They are simply a tool I use to meditate and calm down my overthinking mind, which moves extremely quickly, to calm it down enough to see the overall messages, because there are a lot of messages coming in for me. Otherwise, I end up ruminating, overthinking. I am sharing this with others who may have trouble ruminating and overthinking. That's what tarot is for me. Tarot calms my mind down so that I can truly understand. Not all of our beautiful, beautiful computers up here work the same. Remember, you are not your mind. Another 5. How do you connect with your higher power? Do you have a personal relationship with Jesus Christ, with your higher power, with your spirit guides, with your angels? If you do, it should be completely personal and very unique and different only to you. Mine is. If you don't, I can understand why you would judge and tell people how they should be praising or how they should be worshiping. But maybe you should work on your connection with spirit. This connection may be just simply walking in the earth, getting connected to Gaia. This connection may be meditation for hours upon end. This connection may be dancing. This connection may be singing. This connection may be praying. This connection may be sitting down and reading your Bible. This connection may be working on your car. This connection may be playing with your dog. This connection may be a hug with your child. This connection may be your one moment that you have sitting outside on the back porch after a long day and a deep breath. Whatever your connection is should be deeply personal. And once you have that true connection, even if it's only for a wisp of a moment, you'll never judge another again for finding their connection the way they have to, whether it be washing dishes or scooping up dog poop in the backyard. Uncle Jimbo loves that. He says that he goes into a meditation while he's scooping up dog poop. As I say that, the dogs, right? However you get there is okay. These are a way for me to get into meditation, into an understanding of my own inner self. But they are not my faith. They are not my gateway to God. This is not my Bible. I have a Bible that I love and I read. And it is the living word. It changes. The word changes as I need it to. These cards are not evil. They help me look at what I don't want to look at. Okay, I'm going to let her out and then I'm going to read some of these comments. Sorry for the soapbox moment. I'm off of it. Okay, live chat. Where are we at? Okay. Okay, some of you resonating. Beautiful. Pocahontas, Morgan. Absolutely. It's so personal, you can't explain it. It can't be taught sometimes. And absolutely. It can be guided. You know, if you've watched my videos, hopefully it's helped you to open up some kind of personal relationship with your spirit guides or your inner self, or even looking at the ugly, like I always say, right? It can't be taught, but it can be guided into. Along the hero's journey, you come across spiritual leaders who will guide you, just give you a nudge on your path. They're not teaching you. They are teaching you, but they're not walking with you so much as guiding you down the right direction. I feel like I'm not seeing all the messages. Chat. Okay, there we go. Okay. Sammy said they reject it the first time they see it because it's new. When it's repeating, they get interested and hopefully open up to the message. Absolutely, Sammy. That's why, like, I kind of, there's a, since tarot's gotten more popular, all of a sudden, I see a lot of readers on YouTube. And some of them, there are a lot of amazing readers on YouTube. Depending on what you're looking for. If you are looking for like a love reading, I'm not generally the one you want to come to. If it comes up, I talk about it. But there are some amazing love readers out there that are on that frequency, that are there to guide you in that area. If you're in transformational, dark night of the soul, changing cycles, that's where I'm coming in right now. Okay. And these frequencies change. But there are some readers out there who have quickly just like understood the basics they need to know of each card and start reading tarot, and are just, they don't know how to read the cards intuitively. And so there's a lot of negativity coming out, like, oh, someone's spying on you. The universe doesn't speak like that. If someone's spying on you, what do you care? Seriously, what do you care? I mean, what do you really have to hide if someone's spying on you? The universe doesn't talk like that. They're going to be talking to them at that point. Okay, if someone's spying on you, that's their that's their darkness. You don't, that's their business. Whatever. Let them look at you all they want. Let them spy on you all they want. What do you care? Why is that your business? I know that sounds crazy, but truly, it's not your business. If they are sick like that in their mind, you need to cut yourself off as much as possible and look the other way. Turn the other cheek. Okay? There are many forms of divination. I was shocked to find out that priests do divination with the Bible. Absolutely. It's in the Bible and they still do it today. Church does not allow it, but priests and monks still do it when they feel it is needed. 100%. And you can research this. It is a fact. And it was used in the Bible, which was created by man. And I'm not saying that the Bible is not the living word. What I am saying is that some parts of it may have been manipulated in order to serve the time frame and the agenda of man at that time, when secular and religion were brought together so that one could control the latter. Using religion, using God to control the latter. It is ego. It's the patriarchal time. We were meant to go through this. Now we're coming into the feminine time. I'm going to lose like 1 million subscribers. So it's they use old Bibles, very, very old and big. It's spectacular. Yes, the older the better. Less agenda. Knowing is deep. Morgan says, knowing is deep in our DNA. We can feel it when we hear the truth. Yes, truth bumps, baby. And you're right. After repetition, it starts to sink in. I mean, that's how they programmed it in the first place. Again, repetition. Absolutely. Pocahontas, sister, so good to have you here. What's the first lines? Pocahontas, give me one of the songs. What's the first lines? Let's clear the energy. Get back into some peace. I'm so loving this. The Bible was written by divine inspired me, but still flawed men. Absolutely. The flaws show through and we can learn from them too. Do what we say. Yeah. You know, it was a time of fear. I'm actually reading, well, I'm always reading. I've reread many of the parts of Einstein's opinions and ideas, and these are letters he's written to newspapers or magazines or actual leaders in the world during a time of serious upheaval, World War II. You know, he even turned down his own country, saying he was ashamed. You know, and he talks about this. He talks about how religion came in at a time that we truly needed it. You know, it came in at a time when the masses were very difficult to contain. Not that we should all be contained, but at this time, people were getting murdered, killed, raped. There was a need to put the fear of God into them. And so secular and religion combined to create a type of blanket morality system. And I understand where it was needed at that time. The patriarchy had to rise up and say, okay, I'm going to bust you in the butt if y'all don't listen up, right? But the time has come for that to end. Okay, the time has come where we have learned, again, repetition. We have repeatedly, over lifetimes, been able to learn morality. Human beings have to learn morality along with their intrinsic intuition of right and wrong. These two are combined. This is soul living, spirit living with us on this mortal plane. Sorry, Mandy's drinking water. It's warm outside today. But now we're coming into the high priestess, the divine feminine, the time of intuition. We're learning that we don't find happiness outside of ourselves, but within. Right? But within. We're learning that we are the strength, coming like the lion, going like the lamb. Being courageous yet humble, right? Mandy does help lighten us up, I know. Okay. All right, we'll try a little bit. Voice can't do it. You think you own whatever land you land on. The earth is just a dead thing you can claim. But I know every rock and tree and creature has a life, has a spirit, has a name. You think the only people who are people are the people who look and think like you. But if you walk the footsteps of a stranger, you'll learn things you never knew, I can't get this high. Have you ever heard the wolf cry to the new blue corn moon? Or ask the grinning bobcat why he grins? Can you know the voices of the mountains? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? Come run the hidden pine trails of the forest. Come taste the sun-sweet berries of the earth. Come roll in all the riches all around you. And for once, never wonder what they're worth. The rainstorm and the river are my brothers. The heron and the otter are my friends. And we are all connected to each other in a circle, in a hoop that never ends. My darlings, we are coming out of a time of being asleep. Okay, and you know this. If you're resonating with my channel, you know this, and you don't want to go back to that. You're awake. You can't go back to being asleep now. You've ended a cycle. That snake eating its own tail. An ending is only a new beginning. And this time, it's going to blow your mind. Do not let yourself trap yourself into the dogmas of religion, into the preconceived notions of your family, of society, expectations. What do you want? Wake up. Understand that there is a wolf of light and a wolf of shadow, that both must be fed. You cannot just ignore your shadow and expect it to go away. The sun will rise and cause your shadow to come every day. The sun always shows you where your shadow is. The light will always show you where your shadow is. Are you looking at it? Wake up. You have begun the tossy-turviness, moving things around, saying, okay. I see where I've been blinding myself. I see where this is simply my reflection. I am tying myself up. I see this. This is not overnight. Untying all of these tangled webs within your soul, this is not overnight. My darlings, you've done so much more work than you think you have. Don't get scared and go back in your shell. Keep up the journey, for you are nearly at shore. And they are assisting you. You are leaving the darkness behind. But not without the flavor. I always say when you're making a soup, a meat stew, all that fat rises to the top. You got to skim it off. Gross. You don't need lumps of that, but you want the flavor of it. Your darkness is rising up to the top. And yes, it does need to be skimmed through. It needs to be looked at and released. Feel it, heal it, and release it like a fart in the wind. But let it leave behind the flavor, the understanding, the knowledge, the wisdom. But don't live there. Don't let it suck you into that hole. That is not where you are meant to be. You are made strong enough to overcome. I promise you. I promise you. If you're resonating with my channel, you have power beyond your wildest imaginations. They are trying to unlock that for you because you have asked for it. So many of you have asked for this awakening. It's terrifying, isn't it? You've got the strength for it. You are beginning a new cycle. Again, leaving the darkness behind. I know how terrifying it can be. How sometimes you are just so tired. You're like, meh. It's easier just to sink to the bottom. No, my darling. You're rising up, flowing with the universe. And yes, it's okay to feel some of this pain, but be patient with your change. You are growing. You are growing, and growing is painful. It's painful. It's not all, yes, they give you spouts of what my mother calls the pink cloud so that you will keep going. But does that mean that you can't also be tough and walk through the darkness, the valley of the shadow of death? Will you fear no evil? Fearing no evil means not attacking tarot card readers. I am not evil. These are not evil. But you should question what is it within, what is the insecurity that you have within your own faith that you feel you must attack others? What is the insecurity within your own faith that you feel you must attack and judge others in what they are doing? I've never once talked about anything satanic, anything. I mean, I've been very clear. I'm not even a Wiccan. I've been very clear about what these cards are and that they are not magical. What about what I am saying is giving you a feeling of closing up, of being afraid? That's what that's all I'm challenging of you. What is making you afraid? My intention is pure. These are simply cards, no different than a deck of playing cards. It is the intention I put behind them that is good or evil. And my intention is one of love. If you want to put negative intentions behind something, you're going to leave negative energy in that card, in these cards. But you can do that with money. You can do that with a home. I've walked into homes that were full of negative energy, and I would have almost said that home is evil, but is that actual home evil? Or is it the energy left behind in the home that is evil? These objects only have the energy of what we infuse them with. Look at your inner conflict, where your mind is fighting itself, and understand that it's not through attacking others that you will solve this inner conflict. Okay? Go within and really look at it. It's okay. It might be frightening, it might be scary, but really look at it and see what your heart says, not your mind, your heart. We are all a part of a global manifestation right now that is tapping us into soul source. One God. We all have one God, no matter what your religion is. If you believe in many gods, I believe truly that there's one source. One source. The Bible doesn't say you can't believe in other gods. It says don't put any other idols above me. We are tapping into this one source. Our powers of thought are becoming more powerful. They're wanting us to take responsibility. It is time to enhance our knowledge and understanding of the universe and of our intrinsic capabilities, our gifts that are our DNA that is unlocking. The 80-something% of our DNA that we're not using, do you think that's just sitting around? No, it's being unlocked, my darling. Are you stepping into that? Are you a part of this? It will not be unlocked if your mind is closed off. You have free will. Morgan, it's all perception, y'all. And if somebody believes that's what makes it true for them, you have to respect that they believe in the evil. Yeah, we don't have to. Absolutely, Morgan. Anyway, does anybody have any questions specifically about tarot? I also understand that, for many of you, you haven't been studying tarot for years or decades. So it's completely understandable to have questions about tarot. Like, I get questions all the time, like, is tarot evil? I actually don't get upset about that. When you pose a question to me because that's what you've been taught, that is completely understandable to me. But when you come at me judging and telling me, like, I'm going to burn in hell for what I did, guys, I'm being forced to do things I wouldn't necessarily do. Ooh, sorry, I think I jumped in the middle of a conversation there. Does anybody have any questions specifically about tarot right now? I find I never needed the cards yet, need them for others. Evil is evil and good is good, and God knows my heart is good. Exactly. Absolutely. Ahia Pisces, Mystic Tarot. Absolutely. Okay. All right. I got this card whenever you said that. Can I get one card for my long trip? The Star card. This is very much about healing and understanding, again, that you are the master of your destiny. Look how she lassos that star. This is also the wish card. Like, this isn't just about receiving your wish, but lassoing it, taking it. It's yours. Feels like a good, positive yes. Lion, you want me to pull one for you? I keep seeing a lion in my dreams. I'm here. May as well pull some cards. We must. Lion, High Priestess. I know you're searching, and it feels like just when you're about to grasp it, that fart in the wind, you know, it's like, I just grabbed it and it just right out of your fingertips, right? You still here, Lion? 211 something 777 211 777, right? I have a lag on my end, sorry. Did she leave? Oh, Lion said bye right when I pulled cards. Bummer. Well, Lion, if you come back and watch this, you got the High Priestess, intuition, learning to get out of your own head, and opening up to love. This is moving from, stinking thinking, right? Freeing yourself of these thoughts is not overnight. This is kind of what I was talking about earlier. It feels like it's easier for everybody else just because you're so intelligent. You tend to ruminate a lot. Okay, it's more difficult for you, and it's understanding how to trust your intuition on a more positive note, answering from your heart and not your mind. Okay, becoming the ruler of your own universe again. Right here, you're coming to the end of a beautiful cycle, but the beginning of a new, and that end is ooky. You're on the other side of it. I know it's like right when you're at the top of the mountain, you're about to go over it. Okay. Okay, pull a few for me. Ahaya. Okay. Morgan, thank you, sister. Pull a few for you, too. Thank you so much. It was hard to talk about. Ahaya. Hold on. Let me pull just a couple more. 6 of Wands and 7 of Wands both came out. It's like I'm feeling like you've completed a huge cycle, and I feel like it's like you're really. What's crazy about this cycle that you just completed is it's opening up so many new paths for you that are. You don't even know where this is going to go. Like, it's about to get really good. Really good. You're definitely, like, turning the other cheek to naysayers. You're learning to turn the other cheek to naysayers because you have done your dark night of the soul. And you're coming through on the other side of that now. It's more about now, stepping into your power, understanding. You're becoming very balanced right now. You're really focusing on your balance, and where what you have perceived in your past as weaknesses are actually some of your strengths. Very confident in your path. I hope you know whatever path you're on right now is the right choice. Stay on it. No matter what naysayers come at you, turn the other cheek. Stay on this path. I feel like it may be something unconventional. It's going to lead to victory. Was that helpful? Did that resonate? Okay. Awesome. Let me pull a couple for Morgan. This is for Morgan. Love, I'm just going to pull a couple for you, see what's going on. Okay. Thank you guys for the awesome donations. I will get to everybody donating for sure. I'll try to do my best. Okay. Okay, Morgan, are you still there? Yeah, just give me a thumbs up if you're still here. I get the funniest energies coming in here. I just want to make sure you're still there before I start pulling cards, Morgan. Okay, yes, Morgan Lowe, this is for you. So, I heard that song of, every day I'm hustling and hustling and hustling. I feel like you've just been busting your butt just to try to like make it through. And it's like you have this intentional focus, like nothing's getting me down. I'm going to keep going. And every time it's like something tries to knock you down, you know, and put you back into this headspace. This came out in your past. Okay. So this is kind of like where you were coming from, moving into like, I felt this in the most positive way. The Seven of Swords, it's like, I got to take what's mine because everybody doesn't mind taking from me and taking advantage of me. And it's like you have this weird guilt over just doing the right thing. You know what I mean? And then the Chariot. It's like, yes, girl, you are on the right path. Action is needed now. And they want to see this from you because you did spend too long here. So every action you take right now is going to be like pushing you up in that vortex. It's just that every day I'm hustling, I'm hustling, I'm hustling. Keep that song in your head. Okay. Okay. I think that Cynthia's next. Cynthia Moore. And then Diana Jackson. Cynthia Moore, Diana Jackson. I'm going to switch it back and forth between two decks so that we can keep the energies fresh. Seriously? Okay. Okay, Cynthia. I know, Morgan, you didn't need one, but it was just funny that that song came out and your face popped into my head. You should play it on the radio. Cynthia, Libra, doing my spiritual work ascension, having pain in my left leg, believe it, spiritual past blockage. Should I receive energy healing? Well, it certainly never hurts. The card that buzzed that first came out was the Wheel. Okay. And look how many different aspects are on that wheel. We have home, health, love, wishes, manifestation, material goods, knowledge, right? Yes, you're coming out of one cycle into another. A big thing is make sure you're simply doing your yoga and stretching and doing your inner blockage clearings, doing specific meditations that will clear out any blockages within you. But I feel like you're on the right track. I feel like you're on the right track, and you are receiving physical manifestations of the spiritual work. That's simply to tell you you're getting stronger, actually, that they're starting to manifest in a physical way. If you're recognizing that it's connected to your spiritual work, that's beautiful. I'm not going to encourage you to go spend a bunch of money on a cleansing or a healing unless you feel like you can't clear this blockage on your own. But I want you to try to do it because this Hermit card came out, and I don't want you to rush with it. This isn't overnight. Okay? We have to give ourselves time. I always tell people when you start a new vitamin supplement, it takes about 2 weeks to start showing effects. It's we get used to taking a medicine and it works immediately. You know, I have a headache, I take an Aleve. But when you start doing meditations and when you start doing these practices that are so good for your spirit and are more long term, they take longer to kick in. Okay? They have to mix up with your body and soul. You are doing the right things. This is a very positive card saying I'm changing up on the wheel, coming back up from being down on the wheel, but you had to learn something here in this portion, okay? And now the wheel's coming back up. It's time to find out where you are looking outside of yourself for joy and happiness rather than within yourself, because all joy and happiness is already within you. Don't let yourself slip into this again. Okay? There's a loved one, a passed on loved one. I don't always say this for this card, but I feel a passed on loved one is watching you and saying, come on, don't make me. I would have called you out in this world. Don't make me call you out over here. I love you. Step up. You've got this. You're stronger than you think. You're much, much, much stronger than you give yourself credit for. Okay, next is Diana. And then Pacificate. I hope that resonated, sister. Cynthia, yes. Okay, beautiful. I love you guys so much. Man. Dogs are getting going. Okay. Diana, Ten of Cups. I don't know if you have a specific question. Ten of Cups. 12, the Hanged Man. Hang on. Yeah, big perspective change that you've had. Yes, ma'am. Big old perspective change. Yeah. Okay. I feel like you've had an enormous perspective change in your own spiritual work, but also in your life. This has truly caused a sincere enlightenment within you. Being grateful, I feel like it's surrounded around being grateful for what you already have is going to bring more abundance to you. You're on the right track with that. If you need confirmation on that, keep doing that because it's going to bring more and more and more. This cycle is ending and don't know what to do. You don't have to know right now. You don't have to know right now. Look how she sits on this beach, okay? She has 10 cups of abundance behind her, and she is completely at ease, knowing that everything will be as it should. They're saying, if that was a question in your mind, everything will be as it should. You are at the end of a cycle. It's not supposed to be clear at the end of a cycle. Not everything is meant to be clear at the end of the cycle, but you have to let go and flow with spirit. Look back on your life and understand why things did happen, why this cycle did end, and what you learned from it so you can move forward more quickly. Look how she releases her hat blowing in the wind, and she is okay with it. She lets go so that she can receive the new. She's truly letting go so that she can receive the new. I like how both of these are on beaches. Water may be necessary for you to go near right now to feel more connected. For this perspective change to happen. Okay? And honey, if you do this, I see if you do this, any water source, if you can't get to the ocean, any water source, a creek, a river, a lake, it doesn't matter. Any water source, yeah, go to the water to remember your place in this world. And I don't mean your place in this 3D world. I mean your place, how many moons have risen and fallen, right? That's a song. I can't remember which one it is. You should go listen to it, though. Follow the Sun by Xavier Rudd. Take a stroll to the nearest water's end. remember your place. Many moons have risen long before you came. So which way's the wind blowing? What does your heart say? You need a perspective change, my love. Don't get stuck in the old cycle that you're completing. You have a new way of thinking now. You're garnering a new way of thinking. Don't make decisions based on your old past self. You have completed that cycle. Perspective change. And this is going to bring, oh my goodness, passion, fire. The Knight of Wands, you will be flying again. Passion, excitement, breathing fire in a good way. I'm feeling a very positive energy from this, and it's coming from you and your intentions. With this perspective change comes intention changes. Okay? Okay. Very, 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 very good. Yeah, girl. Yeah. Do you see all of this, like the energies flowing from, look at this. It's like you have a lot of magic, my darling. They want you to know how powerful you are. You are being restricted. Time to move cycles. Okay. You're welcome, darling Diana. Absolutely. Like I said before, you guys, I don't do fortune telling. I tell you what energies are working for you to step into them. The power is truly yours. Okay. Let's see. Pacificate. Pacificate. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Thank you, Cynthia, for the additional blessings, karma donation. Thank you so much, sister. Pacificate. Hey, Val, just looking for clarity on how to hold more compassion and more playful spirit with myself and others in this changing time. I've been pretty spicy lately. LOL, Leo rising much. Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that you just stating it right there, you already have the ability to do it. Just the growth and maturity of you stating it the way that you did says you recognize it, you see it. They're saying it's already within you. Are you okay? Okay, whoa. Yeah, you're stepping into, okay, so the spiciness is not just coming from the current conditions. It's also because you are coming into big downloads and stepping into more power than you've ever had before. You got the Magician. Okay, learning to utilize lower and higher vibrational frequencies, transmuting energy for the benefit of good and for all, right? And at harm none. Ace of Wands. It's almost like, look, she set an intention. She's like, whoa, it's like my power's too big for me to contain. She's a little scared, but this is a good thing. This is a good thing. This is saying, honey, you're getting more powerful. You're getting more powerful. That's okay. They've got your back. Don't worry about that. And if you feel a little spicy, it's not surprising because you have the Queen of the Ace of Wands, and then you have the Queen of Wands. They're saying, honey, you already have the ability to contain this energy. Okay, you are a Queen of Fire. Why do you want to push it down? You can feel spicy because look what came next. You're also the Queen of Pentacles. They are saying that you have garnered these two queens between you. You are of the earth and you are powerfully magical and you make people feel good about themselves. You give them a home. You're a mama to all. You're the one people come to whenever they need someone to talk to. And that's wonderful. But you also have an inner spicy self and they want you to maybe step into that. I'm not feeling anything negative about your spicy. Maybe you're feeling spicy because it's time to get spicy. Stop pushing down the spicy. Okay, maybe it's time to move a little away from that Queen of Pentacles being nice all the time and getting into this spiciness. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm feeling, Pacificate. Okay. I hope that resonated. It's so funny how different all of your energies are. It's like I go from one place to another to another. Pacificate. Peppers and spiciness. Maybe they're making you feel spicy because they want you to step into that spicy. You're already so intuitive, darling. They're simply showing you what they want you to step a little into. You can do so with control now. I think that you're afraid because you've had times of letting your temper unleash, but you've grown so much. You can step into your spiciness. That's okay. It's part of your sexiness, your beautifulness, your attraction. Okay, Suzanne Castro, let me pull a few for you. Hi, Libra here. Can you pull a card for me? Let's see. Suzanne, I'm going to grab up this other deck. Switch it up. Suzanne. You're welcome, Pacificate. I felt your energy there. I needed that little boost. Thank you. There they are. Okay, darling. So funny how many of you resonate with each other. Okay, you are definitely finishing up a cycle, right? Coming into a new one. This is going to be one that leaves behind a lot of burdens. Okay, a lot of burdens. Didn't that come out in the Libra reading, actually? You'll have to remind me. And the Nine of Swords. Yeah, I know that did. Look at this. These two came out earlier, and you mentioned Libra, and I mean, of course it's coming out, but darling, this is a cycle you're finishing up, right? Now look at the next two cards. This is what you're moving into. Please give yourself patience with the changeover in the way your mind works. You are building new neural pathways. And these things have made you stronger. You are now coming from your heart chakra instead of this brain, which is a computer. Okay, you are not your thoughts, and you are beginning to realize that. Oh, they're wonderful cards, Diana. I think I have them below. Light Seers Tarot. You have become stronger from it. And it humbled you, didn't it? Coming like a lion and going like a lamb. It humbled you. You're more powerful, yet more humble. And they're saying, bravo. Bravo. You didn't let the shame of it take you down. You didn't let the burden of it take you down. Right? This is what you're coming. This is what you're coming into, and what you're coming out of, and what you're coming into. Okay? It has come full circle for you. This is the last card of the tarot deck. The completion, the world, when it all starts to make sense, and understanding that it was meant to happen to you. It was meant to happen for you and not to you. Okay? That's the mind space you're coming out of into the mind space you're coming into. And you better step into this, because it is truly free will. You can stay here. I know you won't, because you're right in this in between where you're realizing, oh, wait. That made me stronger. I did not always react or respond the way I wish I would have now, but I won't ever make that mistake again. Coming like a lion, going like a lamb. Okay. Nice energy. Woo! You're in a beautiful shift right now. That is awesome. So happy for you, Suzanne. Beautiful shift. Okay, so I hope I didn't I hope I didn't lose any subscribers in this. I'm scared to go look. But you know, I got to speak my truth. And y'all know I got that little like crazy, like always get this weird pimple thing like right here in my throat chakra when I need to speak my truth. And I kept getting these negative emails and just people naysaying me. And I guess it built up. I let it build up. So, I love you all so much, but I'll never stop speaking my truth. And I hope you don't either. What does Nako say? And what did the spirit guides say? They say Don't waste your hate. Rather gather and create. Be of service. Be a sensible person. Use your words. No, don't be nervous. You can do this. You've got purpose. Find your medicine and use it. I love you, my soul tribe. Before you judge a speck in another's eye, look at the log in your own. I manifest beauty and release for all of you. This cycle change is big. You're courageous enough to do it. Catch you on the flip side.